Hello and welcome to Impact Leadership. I'm Brother Jackie Cannell, and I am so excited that you've tuned into this very special broadcast. Let me ask you a question. Are you a good leader? Do you want to get better? I believe that every leader that I meet, that they really have a desire inside their heart to get better and better. I believe that you can go from being a good leader to a great leader. And I believe that I can give you a few little suggestions that may help you. And most all of these suggestions are things that you already know. But if you're like me, when I hear things, I think, golly, I knew that. But I am so thankful I'm reminded of it, because some of the simple little tricks or some of the things that we do in our leadership life that we just need to be reminded of. Hey, what about this? What about that? And so I want to just kind of give you a few little thoughts. Man, you already know them. I know you do. But like myself, I need to be reminded. So are you ready? Here we go. How do you go from being a good leader to a great leader? Well, I want to give you the very first one, and I believe that you'll agree with me that in order to be a great leader, you got to first be a great follower. You know, I can't tell you how many people that I meet, they want to step into the realm of leadership, but they don't know how to follow. They don't know how to get under authority. And when I'm looking for people that I want to promote to a level of great leadership, I'm always looking for people that know how to follow, that's going to line up, that's able to be, that I can teach, that I can encourage, that I can guide and help them navigate through leadership. But if they don't know how to be a good follower, they're never going to be a great leader. So guys, the very first thing that we need to be reminded of, if you're going to be a great leader, you got to also be a great follower. And then secondly, you got to know where you're going. It's amazing to me how many people want to go somewhere, but they don't know where they want to go. They just know, gosh, I want to get better. I want to do this. I want to grow. Well, look, you've got to know where you're going. If in order to get there, you need to ask yourself, you need to kind of take a step back and go, okay, I'm investing my life. I'm spending all my energy and time. But if I were to walk up to you and go, hey, leader, where are you going? Could you tell me? I hope that you'll just remember that. And then you've got to have a positive attitude, y'all. I'm a firm believer that attitude determines altitude. And I believe that if you've got a positive attitude, a positive can-do attitude, that, man, you can get there. So make sure that every day, if you're going to be a great leader, have an attitude check. Just check up on your attitude and make sure that your attitude is in the right place. I've learned in my own leadership that there are many, many times that I kind of let my attitude just I neglect it sometimes. And I have to stop and go, well, Brother Jackie, where's your attitude? Do you have a great attitude today? And I encourage you to make sure you do that. And then you got to lead by a positive example. You've got to be a positive example. You've got to have confidence. And when you think about you're being a positive example to people, don't talk about negative things. Don't exemplify all the bad and all the negatives. I was talking with a person the other day. I said, listen, I'm not interested in you telling me why we can't get there. I want to know how we can. And you know what? A lot of times in our talking, we need to watch what we say, because we need to exemplify being a positive example, not only in how we live our life, but the words that we say, the attitude we have, the expression on our face, all those things. Remember, you are an example that people want to follow if you're a leader. And then you got to learn to talk about positive self-talk. You know, I've been around people, and they'll say things like this: I never do anything right. I'm never going to get there. I always make mistakes. And man, they're always talking themselves down. Don't do that. Now, I'm not talking about getting a spirit of arrogance or pride, but what I am talking about is you being able to not only have a positive attitude and be a positive example, but you need to talk to yourself on a positive way. You got to say, hey, you know what? I believe I can do it. I believe I can come up with a solution. I believe I can come up with the answer. And man, you got to do that. And be a solution seeker, not a problem pusher. You gotta find the solutions. Don't just always push the problem. Man, well, I'm going to tell you, when I'm around leaders and I want to surround myself with leaders, I want to find people that can come up with solutions, not just talk about all the problems all the time. Now, we all know that we have to deal with issues and problems, but man, we're the leaders. We're supposed to find out how to find solutions to the challenges and the problems and to move ourselves and our organizations forward and not get bogged down with all the junk that we deal with. So make sure that you do that. And hey, watch this, write this down. Be more charismatic. I love to be around people that's got energy, man. Be charismatic in your life and how you live your life, and kind of look like and act like you got life in you. That's a big deal, y'all. If you're going to be a leader, be charismatic, have life in you, and it's a big deal. Watch this. Walk like a leader, talk like a leader, dress like a leader, stand like a leader, express yourself like a leader. All those things listen to me, you are presenting you everywhere you go. You got to learn how to walk, you got to learn how to talk, you got to learn how to dress, you got to learn how to stand, you got to learn how to express yourself. If you're going to be a great leader, keep on working on that, and then become an expert in your area. Wherever you're going, whatever you're going to do, man, learn all you can learn about it, get to know all you can get to know about it, and therefore continue to bring information into you about what you're wanting to do and become an expert in your area. And this is one I want you to remember, because I think a lot of people that I see in leadership, this is the one thing, y'all, write this one down. This is the one thing that messes more leaders up and gets people in a negative mindset than anything else. Are you ready for this one? Write it down. If you're going to be a great leader, don't be easily offended. Man, I'm telling you, when I'm around people and leaders, and I see them, they get so offended so easily. Don't do that. Don't take everything personal. Don't take every time somebody says something that they're out to get you. Don't do that. Don't become easily offended. Don't do that. You're going to mess up if you do that. If you're one of those leaders that you get offended easily, you're going to get bogged down all the time. You're going to get neutralized all the time. You're always suspicious. Don't do that. Don't be easily offended, because I've learned that in my leadership life, if I get offended, it takes the wind out of my sail. It takes the vision out of my dream. And you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're not that person. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to say it. A lot of people wear their feelings on their sleeve. You got to get past that. You're bigger than that. Don't do that. If you're going to be a great leader, don't be easily offended. And then write this down. Smile a lot. Make sure you express a smile on your face and smile a lot. Doesn't cost you anything to have a smile on your face and a twinkle in your eye and an expression in your body that says, you know what, I'm engaged, I'm energetic, I believe in it, and I want you to follow me. So guys, make sure you do that. And then have enthusiasm about yourself and your leadership. Be enthusiastic about your leadership. Be enthusiastic about your dream. Be enthusiastic about your goals. And you're going to find that you're going to rise above just being a leader to becoming a great leader. And then finally, great leaders realize the value of influence. That's right. You always want to take people with you wherever you're going. And if you're going to be a great leader, you're going to influence people. And you want to influence them in the right way. And I believe you're doing that. I believe you want to learn. Now, those are some simple things. But I've learned in my life that I need to be reminded of the simple little nuggets that help me. And I believe, I'm going to tell you, I love these little simple reminders to go, Brother Jack, you got to learn to smile. Brother Jack, you got to learn to be enthusiastic. Brother Jack, you don't get bogged down. All these things are powerful reminders for me. And I like to look at this little list once a week to go, hey, I need to really evaluate this. Is my attitude positive? Do I know where I'm going? Am I following good? All these things are good little things to make a checkpoint on. And I want you to know, I believe that you are a leader, and I believe you're going to go from good to great, and I believe you can do that. It's not the giant steps you take. It's those little consistent things that you do every day that propel you to another level of leadership. So guys, little nuggets that's going to help propel you a long way along the life of your leadership. So guys, I look forward to connecting with you next time. Until that time, remember, I believe in you and you are a great leader.